There's one person here, so we're obviously live already. 2.
Is the one person
1?
us?
No. We are live. Did you just get a notification that we were live? Is that why your phone just did?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. So, hey guys. We are continuing our beginner's guide to tutorials. And today we are going to, right after this, in about like an hour, I don't know, whenever we get around to it, we're going to finish what we started yesterday and do the labels. But right now I'm teaching Anna how to find SVGs and or take them from a file and download them onto your computer and upload them into Design Space and cut them out of Iron-On. That's what we're doing today. So,
That's a lot.
yeah, it is. So we might cut this into 2 if it ends up taking too long, but focusing on getting an SVG and what an SVG is and all that good stuff. So SVG is a file that the Cricut supports, and it can be in a bunch of different colors. So I'll show you right now what we're working. This is our patron. What is this? This is our
SVGs we give to patrons.
Yeah, so this specifically is our Disney patron file, and these are all SVGs that we offer to them that they can use, as well as some other stuff. But so this this one, the one that we're...
It's this one. It moved.
No. I want you to go back and open...
The mermaid one?
Yeah. So... See, I'm still getting stuff. It's on airplane mode. Okay, so this is an SVG, and what this is going to do is when you import it, it's going to have different layers, so you can use this and do different things with it. That'll make more sense in a second if you don't have any idea what I'm talking about. So we're going to just do one color right now. We're going to work with something with more colors later. So what we're doing is we're making a Be Our Guest sign, which will be a full tutorial later on my channel. But right now I'm just doing this portion. So right now she's going to go into the drive. You guys can also, let me turn this around. You guys can also find SVGs on Etsy or anyone's blog who makes them, or you can create them yourself in Illustrator, which I have a tutorial on that. You can also find them on like lovesvg.com. There's a bunch of different places you can find free SVGs or buy them. So we buy a ton that we are able to share with our patrons. So if you're a patron, you guys already know that. But if you're not, that was just our Disney file. We've got tons of them, and we're releasing them every like couple days or like once a week. Yeah, so we release like 5 to 10 every week. So she's going to go in and she's going to pick the one she wants, which is the Be Our Guest. And then you're going to download it. So she's just going to click that little guy up there and download it. And then it's going to go into her downloads. But then she's going to just... You downloaded it twice. You're fired.
Sorry.
Okay. So now you're going to go over to Cricut Design Space. We already have it open. And she's going to create a new project, which she learned how to do yesterday. And then she wants to upload it. So in Design Space 3, it is now in all under... it's under upload, but it moved down here. That. How do you become a patron? So you can search me under Patreon, or you can just wait till this video is done and it'll have a link to where you can find our patron group.
Patreon.com/Auntie Tay.
Patreon.com/Auntie Tay. Why don't you go to it in one of the go there and type it in, and we can show you guys what it actually looks like. So it's already in there. So just click. So patreon.com /focus Auntie Tay, not alert. So that's
just Auntie Tay.
Yeah. So then we've got this. Hold on. Okay. So we've got this group where like you can join, and there's a bunch of different ways you can join or different things that you can get, and these explain like the different groups that you can be in. And we post like sneak peeks and all that kind of stuff, and we do like everyone can share their Etsy stores, and we have like giveaways and all that stuff. Okay, so go back to Cricut Design Space, and we're gonna click upload image, and then browse, and then you're gonna go to downloads, because that's where it went into, and find it. What was it called?
right here.
Yeah, it's right there. So I'm looking through the screen. So now you'll notice that it just comes in all ready to go, because SVGs are like awesome, and Cricut and SVGs are like best friends. So nothing has to be done. And this is all one color, so it's really simple. You can tag it if you want to be able to find it later. Yeah, you can name it something else, and then you can tag it so that when you have a ton of images, you can find it. But I never do that because I'm lazy. And now it's all in your images, and now we're gonna click it and insert it with that little green button. And then we're gonna resize it, and we are using a canvas.
Do you want me to grab it?
Well, just size it no bigger than 11.5 wide, because we can't go any wider than 11.5. You can type it in up here too if you want, so that just do 11.5 width. And then there we go. And then so that ended up being 13.2 something inches long. I'm so lost with my new Cricut. Well, good, because we are doing a bunch of beginner tutorials this week. And if you guys watched the one that I did with my husband, that's a good place to start too. Hi from SoCal. Has it started? It is not playing for me. Yep, we're here. Okay, so that's the size I want it. And we're going to be using iron on. So now I want you to click Make It. Oh, wait. Hold up. Okay, so this is definitely a really intense SVG. So if you look over here, it has all these little pieces, and they are grouped. So that's okay. But if you wanted to ungroup them, you could delete certain ones by clicking, click one of these and see if that works. No, the eyeball. And that, are you able to do that? Yeah, so it'll take pieces away and it won't cut those out. Click on a bigger piece.
Right here. I found it.
Okay. So it took something away. So if you didn't want this rose and you just wanted to be our guest, you could unclick all the little rose pieces and these, and you could just use be our guest. And then what we're actually doing, we're not done with this. We want to put our Wi-Fi password on it. So now she's going to add text, and she's going to add our Wi-Fi password or Wi-Fi password, whatever she wants to write. And she learned how to do this yesterday in the working with text. So then we're going to change it to be something cute.
Wait, I don't know. Do you have Disney?
Yeah, you can do Walt. If you type in Walt, I have a Waltograph font that everyone can find on defont.com. Yeah, so there's one right there. These three are the Disney fonts I have. So
which one?
Any of these.
This one?
I like
the thin
this one. Thick is always better because then it leaves less room for mistakes. So we want to put it, you can zoom out a little bit so we can actually see the whole project as one. And then zoom up, or no, it's fine, zoom out. Okay, and then move that exactly where you want it to go under Be Our Guest.
Doesn't it have to be smaller?
It can be.
So it can be right here on the canvas?
No, it's going to go under the canvas because the canvas is long.
Oh, okay.
So I was going to put that and then have the Wi-Fi password underneath it. And we're going to cut our Wi-Fi password out after this so that we don't have to do it in the tutorial. But make sure it's exactly centered. So zoom out even more so you can see the whole thing. And go up and then make sure it's like centered. And I would even move it down a little bit just to space it. Not that far. Okay, and then now drag over all of them and group it. And what that, actually, I'm going to show you how to save space a little bit. Move it up tighter to it, and we can manually move it when, just move the Wi-Fi password up, and then now drag and group it, and we can cut that off and move it down on the canvas when we get to that point. So then we save space on our vinyl. Okay, now we're going to go to Make It. And go back. For some reason, Design Space 3 has been doing this all day today. So we're going to click it all and we're going to weld it. So we're going to come down here and we're going to click Weld. And what that'll do is it'll make it one complete whole piece. And now click Go. It'll tell us that we're going to use a bigger mat because it's longer than 12 inches tall. So click OK. but we're also using iron-on. So we want to make sure that we mirror it because it's going to be backwards and we're going to iron it face down or face up. I don't know. You know what I mean. Okay, so then we are going to click continue at the bottom. Is that what it says? Yeah. And then this is where we set up our machine. And it's going to reach out to my machine over there that's already turned on. And while it gets ready for that, I'm going to have you put the iron-on onto this mat. So the iron-on also, well, she just defeated the whole purpose of me saying this, but it has instructions on the inside if you don't know what you're doing. So read that before you ask me questions sometimes too. Okay, so then you're gonna take your protective sheet off. Is it not working for some people? I've seen a couple people say, and I can read your guys' comments if you guys are leaving out. Okay, so I'm gonna show you a trick. Take your plastic off and then keep this in a roll and line it up before you unroll it. And just stick it down on the corners.
Does it have to? Oh.
It doesn't have to be perfect because it only cuts 11.5 inches, so you have a 1/2 inch buffer on, or a 1/4 inch buffer on all sides pretty much. As long as it's straight, and then you can just kind of make sure no bubbles are in there as you go.
Don't we have a thing for this?
Yeah, the scraper tool over here on our pegboard. Dun dun. And you can just go one way. Don't scratch. Yeah, well, there's a plastic film over it. And we already made a mistake. Take this off. It's upside down. I'm getting distracted because I'm looking through my screen. Okay, so roll it back up. Yeah, but roll it back up because otherwise it's a pain in the butt to work with it. And then
you have to do it upside down?
Yeah, because that's why we do it backwards. Because iron-on is done backwards because this is a front plastic piece.
Everybody makes mistakes.
Everybody has those days.
Wait, okay. It's sideways or something.
It's okay. It's okay. I fix it for you.
It's a little bit off.
Well, okay, this is when you want to get the bubbles out before you really roll it out. Iron-on is like one of the easiest things to work with. So it doesn't really have too many bubbles. It sticks really good. We're just using a regular mat right now. We're not using a strong grip mat. And this is even kind of a dirty mat. Even with these little like bumps in it, it's still going to be okay. But you can't promise it's going to be okay. So you guys probably should take a little bit more time than this. See, look at all those bubbles. You're fired. It's all right. It's your first time. So this is what I'm saying. Just pull it up.
Oh.
And start back from the beginning and just
push.
And just make sure there's no bubbles in it while you're doing it. So realistically, I would roll this back up, but my hand's occupied with the phone. And then and then just make sure there's no bubbles.
Wait.
How did you get a bubble already?
How did I don't know.
It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine.
On the mat.
Yeah. So then just go. If you just start from the center and then work your way outward, it usually works fine. So.
There's something on it.
All right. As I'm doing it, yeah. Okay. So now you're gonna go load it into your machine. So let's go over to the machine. Don't mind our non-labeled stuff yet. We're working on it. That's why I'm teaching her how to help me. So you want to push it firmly. You want to make sure it goes under these guys and pushed firmly. You can let this kind of flop down. Push it firmly against the rollers. Otherwise, when you press load, it might not go in. So then the button that's blinking is the load button. And then make sure you're set to iron-on here. Because we're just working with one of the products that's on there already. Nope, don't do it yet. Now come over here. Come over here. Come. Before you get going, let's go back to our computer. And since we're working with just regular iron-on, we can make it cut twice as fast because we're using the Cricut Explorer 2. and now that's all I would change. I would just make sure you have it flipped if you're using iron-on so you don't waste anything, and then it says it's ready to cut, so then you can go over there and click cut.
Click the button.
Click the button. So she's gonna click cut, and it's gonna do all the work. This mat is really not that sticky. We're gonna be doing another live video in about soon, so, okay. And that is that. She uploaded her SVG into her design space, and the rest of this actual tutorial is gonna be on an actual video for the Be Our Guest canvas.
Next week?
No, I don't know when that one will actually go live.
Oh.
But you guys can find that there, but it's just the simple iron-on technique. But we're going to finish the vinyl letters in a little bit. And here, let's go over here in the light so we're not so ugly.
Speak for yourself.
We're gonna finish the iron-on letters, or no, not iron-on letters, vinyl letters for that, and we're gonna go into how to actually apply those and weed those and keep doing this beginner tutorial stuff. So that'll be in like 20 or 30 minutes, depending on how fast we can prep that. So we will see you guys in a little bit. You'll say goodbye?
Bye.
Bye-bye. I missed it. I will rewatch. Yes, rewatch it and come back in a little bit for our next live video. So, yeah. And I had a live video. I had an actual video go up today, too. So, lots of stuff for you guys today. Bye-bye.